Preacher Boy Inc.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Reese Johnson, and this is the Gutta And Saved podcast, man. You already know we not going to be bullied. We bully the bullies, and we turn our intellect into a check. Man, today's podcast, man, I'm going to be reviewing the Wakanda Forever movie. So if you haven't seen it yet, you might not want to look at this, episode because, it's going to be a few spoiler, alerts. I'm not going to tell the whole movie, but I'm just going to talk about some of the things that, that disturbed me about the movie, So let's hop right into it.
Gutta And Saved, they can't stand me.
So yeah, man, the other day, for my brother-in-law's birthday, we went to go see Wakanda Forever. His wife threw him a surprise party, and she booked out the theater, and we went to go see Wakanda Forever. I wasn't going to see it otherwise because you already know what's going on with Hollywood and this whole propaganda with, all the stuff they doing with black people and putting the black woman out in front, which I'm going to get into, a little bit later into this episode. But all in all, I'm going to start by saying that the movie was good. It was action packed. It was well put together. And that I must say that they did a good job on that. And I think that's actually the hook, line, and sinker to get people, to keep us black people entertained and wanting to watch the movie, because it is action packed. It does have some really good scenes. It have some heartfelt scenes in it where, they show, Chad, Boswick, who passed away of cancer, who was the Black Panther in the first, movie, in the first movie, I'm sorry. They did a tribute to him, and that was pretty heartfelt, for the most part. But let me tell you what disturbed me about the movie. Now, disclaimer, I have no issue with women leading, right? I have no issue with women leading. But, of course, his mom, took over the kingdom because, he passed away. Chad passed away. In the movie, they say that he passed away of a sickness, and the ancestors couldn't heal. Well, his sister couldn't heal him. The ancestors gave his sister the ability to be able to heal him. But what he did was the Black Panther, Chad T'Challa. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but so if I screw it up many times in this podcast, pardon me. I apologize. But T'Challa, he was he didn't want to tell his family that he was sick. And what happened was, around the time he got too sick, it was kind of too late, and his sister could not heal him. And she kind of carried that resentment all through the movie and all that stuff. So fast forward, it was a rise of another, water, kind of like a Wakanda. I forget the name of it. It was a Mexican tribe who, the tribe was on land people, and, they began to die from some type of disease, and their spiritual, ancestor or whoever their leader was, made some type of, he called upon his ancestors, and they gave him some type of concoction that if they would take it, they would die, but they would come back and they would live forever. So he made a concoction. He had to go underwater, and what happened was they took the concoction. One of the young ladies was pregnant with the Mexican, king, and the spiritual guy told her that this king would be, the baby she was pregnant with would be the king of their kingdom. So they took the concoction and they all died. And then they came back, and then they realized that they couldn't be on land. They had to go live underwater. So they made this whole underwater kingdom. So of course the guy, she gave birth to the young king, to the young guy, and eventually, the mother ended up dying. Her last request was to be buried in her homeland, which was on land, not underwater. And he went to go bury her. And then when he went to go bury his mom, he noticed that his people was enslaved by the land people, which was white people on the land. You'll see that in the movie. And he got real angry and he started killing everybody. And he buried his mom. And so then, he was about to go kill this other guy, and the guy gave him his name was something like the hate of Satan or the something of Satan. It was something crazy, and he pretty much took on that name, a demonic name. The guy, the underwater king wanted to take over the land. He wanted to take over the on-land people. He wanted to take everybody to war. He wanted Wakanda's help. And Wakanda was like, nah, we ain't having that. We ain't having that. So he began to wage war on Wakanda. And, Wakanda, kind of took an L in the first war. And ultimately in that L, the queen dies. So the daughter it was just the queen and the daughter who was the royal family. So she watched her mom drown. The water king killed her mom, and now she felt like some type of vengeance. And what happened? I'm skipping over a lot of parts because I don't want to give the whole movie. I'm just going to talk about these certain parts just so I can get to my point by the end of this video. Y'all can go watch the movie if y'all want. If y'all don't, do what y'all do to watch the movie. You know what I mean? If just to get some clear understanding. So the mom dies. Wakanda don't have a savior because the Black Panther died. Well, they still have the spirit of the Black Panther's power, but nobody to occupy that spot. So after the mom died, the princess go through the ritual to become the Black Panther, and she felt like it didn't work. Then she hit something, boom, and she saw the power that she had, the power of the Black Panther. And voila, she becomes the Black Panther. That's the issue I have with the movie. Because all through the movie, it shows the strong Black independent woman, sort of say. Like, it's propagating this whole Hollywood vision on Black women being strong, masculine women. All through the movie, you see these masculine, strong women fighting these big dudes. And you really don't see, I think you only see like one man fighting with them, and that's the big, I forget his name, the big cocky dude that always want to fight for the kingdom. I was hoping that they was going to give the Black Panther powers to him, but the young princess took the Black Panther power. But Hollywood is doing a good job in turning Black men and women against each other through the feminization of the Black man and the masculization of the Black woman. All in these movies now, they making these our women look masculine, like warriors. And I need my sisters to understand this. They doing that for a reason. Because the more you emasculate your man, your people diminish. They're pushing this independent Black woman movement, and it's a form of eugenics like they did with abortion. So y'all can feel like y'all could do it on your own. Y'all don't need a man, and you're not going to help populate or have more kids or multiply and be fruitful. They are pushing this singlehood on your people, but pushing marriage and family on their people. Y'all don't see that? Look at all the people that's in leadership in America. Kamala Harris, she's not married to a Black man. When you look at, I'm hearing Georgia, Stacey Abrams, who ran her whole campaign on power to the strong Black woman. She just lost in her election, and she's blaming Black men for her loss because we didn't vote for her. And we were like, yo, y'all not listening to us. We telling y'all what these feminist groups is doing, and y'all not listening. Stacey Abrams ran her whole campaign on abortion rights. She ain't run her campaign on nothing other than abortion rights and women's rights. And us men like, yo, what about us? What about us? When Ice Cube did his whole thing with Trump and wrote out his manifesto on, things that the black community may need, he included black women. When you talk about, us black men, when we talk about black people, we talk about black men, women, and child. When these feminist black women talk about black people, they only talk about black women and children. They're not talking about black men. And that's what these feminist groups is pushing on our sisters. And I noticed this with the Woman King movie, and I'm noticing it with Wakanda Forever movie. They wrapping their agenda up very beautifully in these movies. They wrapping them up very beautifully with these movies, because after watching Wakanda Forever, the movie was well put together. I really enjoyed the movie. I did. I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed the movie. But as I see the undertones, because I'm very aware of what's going on in the world, in America, and what they doing in the black community, I see the feminization of, the masculization of our black women in that movie. All the black women, every major role that had to do with warring came at the hands of our black women. They was out there going to war. They was out there beating up men twice their size. Like I don't want that for our women. I don't. If it's repping time, meaning if it's warring time, us men need to step up. But it's like they are pushing our women to the forefront, and y'all acting like y'all happy to be there. Like, come on. And then y'all say, well, why black men ain't protecting us? Well, that's the reason why. Y'all pushing us to the side like, yo, I got this. And then when y'all get beat down, then y'all look back and say, hey, where are black men at? No, y'all put us to the back. Y'all wanted to get up thinking y'all could fight with these people and got y'all tails handed to y'all. Now y'all like, yo, where y'all at? We was trying to step up, but y'all didn't want us to step up because y'all listening to these feminist groups and these democratic groups who don't have your best interests in mind. Any group that puts the woman against the man is dangerous. And that's what these democratic feminist groups and all these other people, the liberals and all of them, is doing to the black community. They are turning the woman against the man and the man against the woman with policies and oh, you got all these black women, I'm educated and I'm doing this, that, and the third, belittling your man. Listen here, sisters. Black men has never been a part of the patriarchy. History. Black men wasn't part of the patriarchy in America, but somehow these feminist groups psyched y'all into believing that black men is playing a part in suppressing y'all. When in all actuality, these feminist groups is using you to suppress your men, your own men. And that's what I got out of this movie, man. I'm like, wow, it's amazing to me that they could have gave the Black Panther powers to the Diesel boy that was in the movie. They could have gave it to him and allow him to be the king of the kingdom. Yes, the princess, lost her mother and she lost the Black Panther, which was her brother, but she wanted to avenge them, but she could have allowed the soldier, the man, to step up. The projection of black women in the movie is that of dark skin, masculine, fierce fighting warriors. Is that what y'all want to be seen as? Like, really? While all these other women can wallow in being a princess and kicking their feet up, looking pretty and wanting to, be pampered and be a queen and be a princess, they pushing y'all forward and y'all talking about y'all kings. Y'all want to be kings. Y'all want to be masculine. Y'all want to take pride in being a strong, masculine black woman. Now, again, this is not to say that black men haven't been the best representations for our black women, but you got to understand this too. A lot of us black men, just like black women, is premature in America. We are still trying to find ourselves. We're not too far out of slavery. Our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents they didn't have time. They didn't have the chance to gain wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They didn't have a chance to get educated. Some of our parents had to drop out of school. My mom was a dropout. So I'm a first generation of people of a family to excel. Just think about that. I'm the first generation of my people, my family to excel. Just think about that. So to look at your men like we are the problem, no, we're not the problem. We trying to find ourselves just like you trying to find yourselves. But the problem with y'all trying to find yourselves in these other cultures with these other women who y'all think have your best interests in mind when they don't. They don't have your best interest in mind. And I could tell you why real quick before I go. The reason why they don't have your best interest in mind, you could tell in this last election, they was piping y'all up to go vote this Democrat. We got to just vote Democrat. We got to vote Democrat because the Republicans this, Republicans that. Now, mind you, I am not a Republican. I don't vote. I'm not into that. I believe in helping people on a personal basis rather than a political basis. So what happened was, if you look at what happened, and the stats are in, most white women, all these liberals voted in their best interest, and it shows that they voted. Most of them voted Republican when they told y'all that they was going to vote Democrat and liberal. They didn't. They duped y'all. They played y'all. Once again, y'all following after these liberal progressive people, and they played y'all once again. That's what they doing to y'all sisters. They using y'all as weapons to fight their battles. And look, they in the back. They in the back kicking their feet up, getting their pedicures, doing all this and trying to look pretty while they weaponizing you black women, you masculine warrior, feminist black women. They weaponizing y'all, and y'all stand up proudly fighting for them while they in the back. Look, it's redirection of the mind. To me, it's like they got y'all hypnotized, man. But yeah, man. All in all, the movie was a well put together movie, entertainment. But the undertones, it's very vicious. The undertones of that movie of pushing this whole feminist group is very dangerous to the black community, and I advise y'all to be careful in that, man. Hey, man, I thank y'all for rocking out with me. It's your boy Reed Johnson. This is the Gutta And Saved podcast. You already know we won't be bullied. We bully the bullies, and we turn our intellect into a check, man. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.
Gutta and Saved, they can't stand me.